Dill.
It wasn't a Dell. It was backdoored.
Never
Oh,
Dill.
hello there. Hello there, sister wives, watchers, and chick chatters. We're back to talk about the second part of the damn tell-all and more of this backdoor Dell that we were hoping was over with last time.
Yeah.
But here we are.
We are officially halfway through these tell-all one-on-ones. We got a long way to go.
It feels like it too. Feels like there's a long way to go.
It sure does. So
I never feel like anything gets actually answered that I want to know. But.
Agreed. I think there's been some mixed reaction to Suki this season. I'm not feeling like she's delivering. That's just my opinion.
So
we jump right back from where we left off, where Suki's asking about, was this an NDA? What was it exactly that they were trying to get to silence you? You will not be silenced. What was the attempt to silence you? So she says that there was a confidentiality clause that was linked to Kody. Was essentially, to my understanding, it was kind of hard to follow. I mean, Suki even tried to boil it down, but Kody was trying to put everything together for Mary. That it was the sale of the Vegas house, which contributed to the Flagstaff house for Robyn, along with the sale of Coyote Pass and the exchange of money that Kody claims needed to happen for Coyote Pass. He wanted all of those things done in one deal. Mary did not think that those things needed to be put together, and she also did not want the NDA put into that. So that's what the holdup was going on, that she was stopping.
Yeah, I was getting confused because we talk about Mary putting money into Robyn's house. Janelle already mentioned it this season. No one even touched on that.
Right.
So it's like, who owes who money for what? And did they give Mary more of the Coyote Pass deal because they owed her money for Robyn's house? Or is that what Mary actually put into Coyote Pass? See, no one's really telling me, it was it actually equal, or were you just slapping everything together? Because according to Kody, Mary's only getting paid out of the kindness of my heart. So what is it? Does she actually owe her money and that's all in this deal? Or is she not? She barely contributed, so you're just being nice.
Right. It seems like ultimately they separated the matters of Coyote Pass and then the homes, separately. And the confidentiality clause was only ultimately linked to Coyote Pass, which seems like it was pointless anyways, because here we are on national television, like supposedly Robyn didn't want. And, they're arguing about money anyways. And Robyn says that that's the whole reason that they wanted to attach that, was so that they wouldn't argue about money financially, or about finances publicly. I don't really know what was going on here. It seems like they ultimately, Coyote Pass was tied up the way it was supposed to be, but Kody and Robyn have yet to pay Mary for the exchange of money with the two houses that went down. And Kody has brainwashed both of these women into calling that money a damn gift. And we all know that money wasn't willingly given away like a gift. That money was given to them with the knowledge that they were all going to use their money together as a family, and they were going to continue to contribute to their living situations as well. Once they all got divorced, that doesn't mean it just becomes a gift. I mean, legally, I guess, but that's not the way that it works. To Kody, it is a gift, and legally, it is a gift. But he's brainwashed even Mary into sitting in a tell-all and saying it's a gift. I wonder if that was part of her confidentiality clause NDA agreement, is to have to call this bullshit a gift.
Well, I think it would have been a part of the original. I think it would have been a part of the original thing, for why we're including this other account and not putting them on the deed or whatever. But to me, I think Mary was saying it sarcastically, like, oh, it was a gift,
I think she's saying it sarcastically because that's what Kody's calling it, right? That's what he keeps saying. I'm not legally obligated to give it back to you because it was just money that you gave us. And I mean, who in their right mind takes every single penny? That's what we learned this episode. Every single penny from the proceeds of their home and gives it to somebody else for another home without any expectation that they're going to give it back. I mean, it's not the Mary Brown charity. I don't think that ever.
Or Janelle. Janelle, it was a gift.
All of these things were gifts. Robyn is the beneficiary of so many gifts from the Kody Brown family.
I like, how much did this damn home cost? Because how does the proceeds of two Vegas homes, all of the proceeds to those two homes go into one home in Flagstaff? In fact, it had to be 3 homes because Robyn's home must be included in it. So 3 homes for one home.
Gave Kody half of the money from her house too. And what does that even mean, Robyn, when you're married to him? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Your husband half the money from the house that you two shared to get the house that you two shared after you collected more money from his other wives?
Yeah,
Am I understanding that right?
Yeah, here's your half of my home, Kody, since we were married. Like, what does that mean? Like,
I don't know. She tried to use
what did he do with it then? Buy a bunch of tubs for the garage? Like, what did he do with that money if it wasn't put it into your home? I'm so confused.
Apparently he paid Mary's homeowner's insurance with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he did. It's not even that expensive to pay for homeowner's insurance.
And it is rolled into your mortgage usually. I mean, I also saw that online that he was possibly, I'm jumping ahead, but with the insurance that he was possibly referring to, he had like a big auto insurance policy with a lot of the kids, but like, boo freaking who? That's mostly your children. Like,
that was his fault. He was the one excited to buy cars.
And well, Mary was fully self-sufficient. Like, the least you can do is pay for her damn auto insurance. Like, wow, that's, $100 a month, $200 a month.
Not even sometimes. Like, when we put,
especially, we're talking a policy of 25 people. They probably got a discount.
Well, I don't know if this is for everybody, but like me and Dean are on the same insurance, obviously. But like for a while he was on park insurance. Right now he's back on park insurance. But when we changed him to full coverage again, it was only like an extra $5 a month to have him full coverage again.
Yeah.
So I mean, it probably wasn't even that. I mean, if I wasn't that expensive, maybe like $100, like you said, tops to add her. And she probably paid it her damn self because no one was paying Mary's way to do anything. He probably wouldn't even buy her a movie ticket if he had to. Like,
he wouldn't buy it. No. He would ask Mary to buy him a movie ticket because he bought something else 10 years ago. That's what he's doing to Mary.
Exactly.
Robyn was so defensive and defiant for once. I was happy to see Robyn talk. I did not agree with a damn thing she said, but I was happy to see her interact. She even watched some clips.
She had to watch a clip or two.
She smiled at Christine's apology acceptance.
Yep.
Smiled.
But she should have been there, according to David. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We all can give our opinions on that. But anyways, I am glad that Janelle cleared this up. This was actually a big reveal for me right here with Janelle, that they did all sign some kind of confidentiality clause that was wrapped into the sale of Coyote Pass. Because I know that I have been wondering, at least, if some people signed it and some people didn't, or nobody signed it, because it was all talked about, but nobody said anything. So I'm glad that we were able to find out that they did apparently all sign this, which just adds to the layer of insanity to me, that this is pretty much like half of this episode is talking about the thing that they all signed a legal document saying that they weren't going to talk about. And even some of them are like, yeah, I agreed not to talk about this, but I guess here we are. It's like, well, if Cody's leading the charge in talking about this, or Robyn's talking about this, the people who wanted this document in the first place, then whatever.
I'm surprised Mary agreed to be silenced, to be honest.
Well, apparently she's, went back and forth about the verbiage and everything. I think that that's kind of this part. Robyn was such a silly goose during this part. Robyn was such a silly goose during her entire life. From the moment she was breakdancing in that video, she became a silly goose, and she
That
never.
really set the stage, didn't it?
It really did. I'm glad that we saw that. It gave me a lot of insight into this woman.
This is where she got really spicy to me when they brought up, why is Janelle saying these things? And she's like, probably because she got caught backstabbing Murray.
Mary, I guess.
I guess. Like, you didn't backstab every single one of these women, like, in front of their face.
I know, and this is the same
and stole
woman
their money for your home so you could buy dolls with your parts or something.
Well, and just talk about how everyone plays girl games. Is this not a girl game?
I don't know. And I was trying to figure out what kind of filter they had on her because sometimes she looked really like glammed and then all of a sudden you could see her wrinkles again. So did they have a filter on her or something?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes they were doing shots, especially when we cut back from commercial, of the cameras on them and all the different angles and stuff, like kind of fake behind the scenes shots. I mean, I don't know how those things work. Do they put a lens over a camera? Do they fix it afterwards? Do they?
Must have been, I don't know. Must have been post-production, I would think. But.
Yeah, they must have missed a couple scenes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she moved too fast or something. I don't know what it was, but she looked weird to me, like a little too done up or something.
Yes. But Kody comes in, the knight in shining armor. He wants to make sure to clear Robyn's name. He says that Robyn was never the one who was the party of some holdup, which is so crazy to me because even Robyn herself is like, I was going to be the rock in the way. She even tells us this episode that she was going to go as far as to hire a damn lawyer against her own husband because he was going behind her back with his ex-wife. I mean, what kind of Jerry Springer shit is this show turning into?
Well, for one, that's a lie. Okay, she wasn't going to hire nobody from the fucking pantry. Like, she doesn't. How are you going to be uninvolved this entire time? Like, not a single phone call, not a single interaction, and then you're going to hire a lawyer on everybody for what? Like,
I don't know.
When the lawyer's asking you questions about how things are going, you're not even going to have a single answer.
Not a single one. Not a single one. But still, Kody tries to lie. He says that Robyn was never the one that wanted to hold everything up. It was actually Kody. That Kody told Robyn not to sign this agreement until him and Mary could agree on the whole expenses with the Las Vegas money. And then they got into this whole, like, does Kody owe 50 or does Kody get 50-50 of Mary's house? And then the whole insurance bullshit. Well, legally he does. And she says, whatever. And, I applaud her for just being like, I'll try to get my money. I'll try to say I can have it all. But if you're going to come back with this, like, no. And I think that this tells me that Mary was never purposefully standing in the way of this whole deal. She wants what is rightfully hers. And if someone can point to a paper and say, legally, this is not rightfully yours, she's willing to say, okay. She's not trying to hold this up. She wants to get a deal done. She's still going to end up on top when it comes to 50-50 or whatever. I mean, Kody and Robyn sold Robyn's house for like over $1 million. She invested in that house.
Profit too, I think.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, like, okay, maybe legally he, because he signed, they were a married couple at the time of building that house. But, like, I mean, morally, Kody, like, if you think about it, you spend maybe like 10 nights there total. And then
never paid a bill. I believe that.
Never paid a bill there. Wouldn't even pay for your kids' college tuition.
Crazy.
Yeah, you didn't even go with her to drop her off at college because something else was going on. So I don't know. I just don't see why you wouldn't just be like, you know what, Mary, I abandoned you like 20 years ago. Once we left Lehigh, I abandoned your ass. Like,
do you know why? Because he needs that money for Robyn's dolls. He can't let it go.
And he had to use it for that home too. I mean, they doubled the cost of that home. They can't just be giving back the money that they use.
Yeah, they're taking out a big loan right now. And my suspicion is that is actually probably to pay Mary because now they just said publicly that they still owe Mary money. And they obviously don't effing have it.
They don't effing have it.
She didn't have her block brows either. Ain't that the truth?
She did not, Days.
Yes.
Someone must have talked her off that ledge before this.
Someone must have gave her a little eater.
They were like, you know what, Robyn, we only have this big of a pencil to use on your brows.
Oh yeah. So like I said, I feel like what Mary says here about, wanting kind of the deal to be made and not holding up certain aspects of the deal aspects that would benefit her, and that she probably could provide some documentation that this man's never paid a bill and maybe get a little bit more than 50-50. But no, she says, whatever, take your 50-50, let's move forward on the negotiation. And then she says what really ended up stalling everything in the end, was the going back and forth about the verbiage of the confidentiality agreement. And thus the backdoor deal becomes a thing, the deal.
The one thing I will give Suki some credit on was when she pushed back about, well, why was Robyn the last to sign? And he's like, because I told her. Why wasn't it you then was the last to sign?
Yeah, his response to that was that he had already signed because he was ready to move forward as well. But that with the holdup with Mary, she ended up not accepting the original offer, which again is what supposedly allegedly made Janelle so worried and tried to start the deal.
Still sounds like Robyn didn't. If Kody was ready to sign it over, Robyn could have been ready at the same damn time. They're a married couple. So
agreed.
Why was she the last to sign if it wasn't for her going out to the damn property doing witch tricks?
She probably was.
I mean, come on, like, can we just say that the woman was delusional and still wanted to hold on to this property till the last damn minute? She didn't even, when he took the picnic tables back, she's like, oh, you already got him? What do you mean already? Like,
it was Robyn's spine of still that had her waiting to sign.
The amount of time these people take to do anything, like Robyn is still cleaning out the pantry. I swear. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean already got the picnic tables? Like, if y'all have been trying to sell this hunk of land, why wouldn't you guys have already cleared it?
I know. I mean, I also want to know, what is the money that they say that they invested into Coyote Pass, that Kody and Robyn supposedly allegedly invested all this additional money? Well, there was still no plumbing or water, anything that I'm aware of, ever put on the land. I remember reading, the Zillow property. It was raw land, as everyone wants to call it. I mean, the shit was completely undeveloped. It wasn't even zoned the way that the Browns wanted it zoned.
Well, it must be convenient to put all this extra money into Coyote Pass when you took everybody else's proceeds from their house to help buy your house. Like, where do you think the extra money came from? Not Robyn or her sister wives' closet. I mean, not me, not me, as Robyn would say. So Kody, I mean, it might have been Cody's money, but isn't Cody's money isn't it all family money anyways? Like, well, that was what extra money were you doing?
But I want to, yes, honestly, that's actually a really good point. I mean, any money that was put into Coyote Pass, especially before all these divorces, was from family money for the family lot. And now all of a sudden it's me and Robyn put this money in, and you guys are responsible for, owing us that back or taking that out of the portion of money that you guys allegedly gifted us. It's just, what did you do on that land? You painted some picnic tables.
They bought a couple 4-wheelers or something, because that's all that happened. That was for their land. But Janelle was out there living on property trying to get y'all to develop, and there was no money for it. I
bet you they were charging her per month. I bet you they were like, you damaged the land. You owe us money for your stay.
I mean, Kody was saying, all this crap out here is Janelle's. No one's paying to help me pick it up. And she's like, I offered to pay to help, send someone out there to clean it, and they won't answer me.
Right. So, I mean, we get this ultimate denial from Janelle, which, I mean, I'm sure that there was a conversation that was had. That's obvious. She's not denying that part. She's denying that it was really even something that they could go forward with, especially herself. I mean, she couldn't move that forward. She just she did propose it seems to Kody, but that wasn't really an option. So we sort of move forward from the backdoor dill a little bit. Robyn lets us know that she was kind of the ultimate, purveyor of wisdom when it comes to this. She's the one who made sure that the family was staying morally sound behind the scenes, even despite Kody's threatening her a little bit. And Suki is like, girl, threatening you? How is Kody Brown threatening you?
Yeah, I feel
Just
like
to sell the land. That's all.
I feel like Suki was threatening this. Like, you're gonna have to wear Robyn's haircut for this tell-all. So she's wearing the same effing hairstyle, just
you know
backwards.
what? Maybe that's part of why they got along so well.
I don't know. They got Suki to go on a podcast and say that he's neurodivergent and that Robyn finally spoke. Thank God. Like, that's all I got out of it.
I mean, I believe that Kody Brown has ADHD. I've watched this man for 20 seasons run around homes like a crazy person. However, I do not believe that that is an excuse to treat this man with kid gloves after all of these years. That is just complete insanity.
All these years.
And yes, it's a knife in the kidney for me is the neurodivergent, claim. And say I have untreated ADHD, that is your fault.
I have untreated ADHD right now. I mean, I have untreated ADHD right now, and I can answer questions and be a normal person and string a regular thought together.
Right. And you're not going to yell at us and expect us to just like allow you to lie because of this.
Yeah, I mean, neurodivergency doesn't mean that you become a pathological liar. Like,
it's insane.
Or that you're narcissistic or something. I don't know. But yes, Janelle did get thrown under the bus. Very much. So.
I think she defended herself okay, but I also, she did play a role in it. So
I think they edited out a lot of her defending herself, honestly.
Agreed. I just wish she would have been more clear about this is exactly what happened. This is what I said to Kody, because she said what her lawyer said to her, but she didn't talk about what she said after that. She said, I told Kody what I was advised of.
Yeah, she needed to do a step-by-step. Like, he called me, he said this, I said this, he said this, I said this.
I know.
Like, at this point, because... Yeah, but I honestly think they beat the backdoor dill up like with a wooden bat. Like, I was so over it. It was all just to show Robyn had Mary's back, but at the same time couldn't tell Mary about the backdoor dill because Mary burned her bridges with Robyn when she accepted her journal and didn't fucking use it.
Right. Then why risk, your relationship with your husband and get in these big arguments with him and all of this stuff for somebody who's supposedly allegedly burned so many damn bridges?
Yeah, Mary didn't maintain her relationship with me. And if she would have, I would have told her. Lady, you had a relationship with Mary like throughout the whole entire time. And that's what you said. That's why you did the bare minimum that you did. But you also told on her for many things, according to these wives too. Like, oh, I would tell Robyn something. And then all of a sudden Kody knew about it. Like, what do you mean? So she had a good relationship with you then and you were conniving and whatever behind her back. So what's the difference here?
I'm excited to hear more about that. I think that that's coming either in the next tell-all or maybe the fourth and final tell-all. But yeah, I'm excited to hear. I know a lot of the previews for the next tell-all was a lot of why people don't trust Robyn. So I'll probably be coming up. But I mean, more on Sob and Robyn. Robyn didn't maintain her relationship with Mary either. Completely agreed. You can't just buy someone a damn junk journal and expect for them to call you every single time that anything happens in their life. I mean, you were right down the road from her for how many effing years, knowing that she didn't see anyone, especially during COVID, didn't have anything to do, wasn't contaminated, was following all your stupid rules, and let that woman sit there and effing rot.
Right.
I mean, if you look back or when they show flashbacks of her during that time, she looked awful, just awful. And I'm not like trying to be mean. She looked unwell, just like somebody who lived in a giant home by themselves.
with
for
no
years.
communication to anyone besides maybe Jen via phone. Like,
yes, and then is expected to like get on a camera and look like a normal person and have regular relationships with people who've abandoned her.
she
No,
didn't even talk when she'd be on, though. She just listened. Even when Christine came and broke up with everyone, she's just like,
I know. Nothing.
and then Kody had the nerve. Well, what do you think, Mary? Mary was startled. An
I was
opinion
startled when
from
he
me?
said that. I know. Because for Mary, especially at that time, it was like she was damned if she did, damned if she didn't. You know, if she agreed with Kody, it was a whole whoopla. And I mean, she was just on such an island. It was actually, I think, manipulative for Kody to even ask Mary to speak up. Like, it's not even her business.
Literally, the only time we ever seen Mary have an opinion that entire season was when she's looked at Christine and she's like, "Look at the mountains, look at the angels. You can make it through this." And Christine was like, "Oh my God, if I'm going to become Mary and have to look like," it just makes me think like that whole like what 5-year block that they were in Flagstaff or whatever. Mary was just like, anytime Kody upset her or anything was going on, she's just, "I'm gonna look at the mountains and I'm gonna remember the angels, and that's why I'm here."
Got her through.
That must have been her coping mechanism. That's why she threw it at Christine,
I guess. And meanwhile, Robyn was out there in her witch hat, you know, setting sage on fire everywhere, running around.
and then they're like, the kids love Mary. Now the kids don't even know Mary. Like, you didn't even invite her over.
Wouldn't even recognize Mary at this point because she looked so damn different last time they saw her.
And when y'all had her only over for like Thanksgiving, that's the only time y'all broke COVID rules. Like, oh, well, now we can hang out. I've been following the rules. And just like, how long did you need her to follow the damn rules for? She was completely by herself when it started.
For a damn year. That's how long. Well, I mean, at least 6 months.
Well, I know they picked up like Leon and Audrey at some point or whatever, and they were there for a minute, but like they were gone within a couple weeks. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was still like, you know, even at the height of quarantine time, it's only 2 weeks that you need to wait. And especially if you're not sick, like it's just, no, that was all an excuse. All of it was an excuse. They would not have hung out with Mary. Let's be real. They would not have hung out with Mary if COVID didn't exist. That was a convenient excuse.
It was a very convenient excuse. I wonder what would have happened had COVID not happened. You know, how would they have gotten rid of these wives? Because it was getting bad before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then it was boom, horrendous. Right. Like, go on her ring a little bit. Everyone's saying that she stole Christine's like ring idea. Like, she got a new ring and like she just kind of tilted the diamond, and it looks similar to Christine's.
It does look a little similar from what I remember.
I wonder if she got that from the sister wives closet.
I wonder.
Oh, the crying with no tears, not a single effing drop.
I know. And she's over here just talking like this whole monologue that Robyn had, my husband was watching and we were cackling. I mean, she is just so dramatic. She's wiping her fake tears while saying, "I need to be clear." Okay, so you know that you're sobbing, Robyn. You know that you don't make sense of anything. You just blubber and blubber. So she tries to wipe her tears so that she can be clear and goes on to like, again, not form any sentences. Just say, "I believe, I don't believe, this is wrong." Lady, it's a lot. It's really a lot of emotions for a family that's not even yours. Really was never yours. From the moment that you walked in, this family started falling apart at the seams, was already basically, you know, fractured. So why are you the only one here who is still just so damn fakely emotional? I think Janelle is right. I think Robyn thinks that that's the role that she has to play. Janelle's clocked this woman.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's been years and she's still I was holding on for the family. The family, like all the adult kids that have moved away, anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
what family? Were you trying to imprison these women and handcuff them to these chairs on your porch?
Yes, she wanted all the family to come back on the porch.
Padawan says, I haven't seen her actually cry since Garrison passed away.
Yes.
I've been saying that. Like, I haven't seen a single actual tear shed since she was crying in the bathroom for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that time too when the family really fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
But she
it's
didn't.
true.
She didn't cry when Garrison passed away. I noticed that. I clocked that.
Oh, I thought
Not
the
on
comment.
camera.
Really? I thought the commenter said that she did, but I remember us talking about.
Well, I don't know. To me, I didn't see her cry during Garrison passing away. I saw her like, you know,
This, yeah.
yeah. I saw her do that. And I saw her, you know, like look up and stuff and be like, yeah, Kody, he found me in the office and he stood in the doorway and I didn't know what was going on.
There was one scene, maybe it was last season or the season before. I don't remember, but somebody asked her something. One of the production people asked her something when she was in like the confessional scene, and she got up and like ran away crying and had a whole hysterical panic attack. That's the last time I remember seeing her actually cry
Oh
for real,
yeah,
but I
that
think
was
that was still dramatic.
when Mary and Kody broke up and she's like, I can't.
Oh yeah, that one too. No, she didn't cry then. You're right. Yeah, I can't. I don't think she did. She did this. She did that.
That's the role she's playing. Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, she says, when Mary got divorced so that Kody could marry her to have the kids, apparently she was really scared about what would happen if she wanted to leave yet another husband. And Kody reassured her that he would buy her a house down the street and pay child support and take care of all of them and be, the nicest, most wonderful man. And she says that she took this man at that flat out, bold faced lie, and she has kept that version of her husband in her mind's eye for the rest of her life with him. And now she is shocked, literally shocked, that the man has chosen to act a different way. And so she has to pull him back into line.
My question is, if this marriage was forever, why would that even be a question on your mind if you didn't know the way he felt about his other wives?
Honestly, it was very clear at least how he felt about Mary. And I don't think him and Christine were really keeping it a secret how contentious their relationship was at times. So,
according to Christine, she went to Robyn a few times and
yeah, I think that there was a thing that was filmed, or it was Mary and Christine, or somebody, and they were basically just like, "Yep, it's terrible. Keep going. Endure
to the end
till you die."
Till you in the celestial kingdom waiting for him.
Yes.
To endure some more.
Right. Yeah.
That's so the thing. Like I can't get over this part of like they're enduring to the end, and then at the end they're just gonna be with them longer. Like there's no break. Like you don't get to go to a resort or anything in the celestial kingdom first.
Yep. Yeah. They acknowledge how difficult it is to be married to so many people in life, and then they're just like, well, once you're in the celestial kingdom, what, you don't have feelings, or you have endless time, or your husband, there's 4 of them now,
you just become someone different or something.
I mean, they say heaven is like the greatest place ever, so I don't know.
I mean, it is, but like you think they'd get like a trip to Atlantis or something before that, or
maybe that's
sandals.
What the celestial kingdom is. Definitely sandals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Or Disney World or something like.
Yeah, I need.
Shoot, Chuck E. Cheese at this point. Like,
yes, that would be better. Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, Kody brings, again, he wants to like clear Robyn's name, make her the person who made this whole deal be right, completely throw Janelle under the bus, say that she was the one that was, it was like I had the devil on my shoulder and an angel on my shoulder, and that angel was my wife. And she is the moral compass of our family. And everyone else can't even contain their own opinions when it comes to this. I mean, everyone kind of like scoffs it off because what in the actual F? Robyn is no compass. That is so true.
No compass.
Not even close.
I never even see that woman drive anymore. She don't even know directions. Like, what moral compass is she to anyone?
I know. And she sits there and cries about her own moral compass too. I think
are they talking about like when they used to have church at their home and Robyn would be like, let's talk about my purity. Like, is that the moral compass they're referring to? Like,
I mean, that was not a moral
compass. Not let the teenagers pick their church. They don't know anything.
Yeah, I think that was an example of her poor moral compass, actually. And even the fact that she got up and talked about that to her kids, her own children, calling them whatever, like basically just wish that they never existed. Yeah, mistakes and all kinds of things. Yeah, no, that's a poor moral compass judgment. Yeah, Robyn Brown is apparently, she's
only like 15 years older than the other oldest kids or something, like 14, 15 years older than them.
Yeah, she's the youngest wife. She basically could be a child.
I mean, she was. Remember when they were still in the Lehigh home. I think it was like season 2. And Robyn got all pissy because they wanted to switch a church or something. And she was arguing with Maddie. And she's just like, when your frontal lobe is developed, then we can talk. And I'm like, lady, your frontal lobe's only been developed for like 3 years or something, tops. I know you're a slow developer. So there's no way. I mean, maybe 5 to 3 years tops. And you want to talk about frontal lobe development when your frontal lobe was developing, you were stealing money from your ex-husband and putting him into debt that he could never get out of. So you divorced him and then left him with all these kids and then brought him to a new family to put in their family and then stole their family's money and left him without all his kids.
Yes.
The plot thickens.
That's just crazy. Actually insane. The show that is happening here. And now, I mean, we get to your favorite part. Robyn.
Not me. Not me. I didn't do any of those things. Not me.
No. She cannot wrap her mind around why in the world Mary could not trust her. Not me. Not me. Kody, whatever.
Sure. Janelle, for sure. She'd backdoor Delder.
Yes. No.
That sounds horrible. She backdoor Delder. Like,
I could not hear backdoor dill without cracking up this episode in particular.
Honestly, like, they gotta stop calling it that. It reminds me of like backdoor teen mom. Wasn't that Ferris sex tape? Like, I was like, why are they calling it that? Is that like a normal thing people call backstabbing somebody? Is a backdoor Dell? Like, I've never heard of that phrase before.
I know, like, sometimes when, like, in finances, maybe because, I'm such an expert in finances. I'm not, by the way. But I think sometimes people call it, like, if you're going behind someone's back kind of thing. I think when it's happening in, like, on an agreement or something or a contract, then they'll call it like a backdoor.
Yeah, okay. Like,
so it is a common enough phrase, but I think it just strictly came from Robyn. And has Robyn's whole testimony just like that.
It's right on the tip of my head. She don't even.
I know.
I can go to the church and tell it on the mountain.
Yeah, you could. You could basically impersonate the woman at this point.
Yep. Give me like 10 more years.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just may have to do a square jawline and some black brows.
Yes. And just draw a couple lines.
Some frumpy clothes.
You won't have as many wrinkles because you're not so frowny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think she'd have less? Because I've always heard that like it takes more of your face muscles to smile than it does to frown. But look at her.
I know.
I don't know. Anyways. Yeah. Apparently it was wrong for Robyn to have to tell Mary. Like Mary's like, I think it would have been respectful had she like mentioned it to me so I knew more of what was going on. And she's like, no, I wouldn't do that because Mary didn't maintain our relationship and I'm still loyal to Kody. Like, are you serious? Are you serious?
She's so mad. I was like, wow. I thought she was going to get up and walk away over this question. It's a legitimate damn question. If you are sitting here and you are so angry about what is going on to the fact that you're going to now stand in the way and hold up the deal, you're not going to go to the person who's like not the source, but kind of the person that all this is happening around and tell them why you're holding up this deal. That's a legitimate question. You want her to just assume that you have to put Kody first when you just sat in the chair and told this woman that you are going to get a damn lawyer to go against your husband. I was going to go all legal on him. Okay.
On my own husband.
Well,
when,
then
like,
how?
In a murder trial, you can't even testify against your own husband. Like, what is this about?
Well, I think she was trying to, like, say that she was entitled to half of his assets and therefore he couldn't make the decision without her because Kody's threatening her to just go forward.
That just makes me wonder how often she's been threatening Kody. Like, well, what's yours is mine, honey.
I know.
Might
probably wasn't the first time she called up the lawyer. I'm sure that lawyer's on speed dial.
No, it's a joke question, Suki.
Honestly, like, no, I'm just kidding, girl.
Just kidding, girl. Like, no, I ain't serious. You shouldn't have to tell Mary nothing. She soiled your friendship by moving away and
and I'm sorry, but like Robyn, you are so contradictory. You're acting like you are saying to all of us that you are the moral compass of the family, that your moral compass is so strong and you're not going to do anything that's wrong. And at the same time, talk about how much you don't like Mary and she burned all these bridges and you don't know what you did that was ever so wrong for her to treat her this way. It's just, that's why everyone is so confused by you, lady. Maybe your moral compass is just like going haywire.
She is the way, the truth, and the light, according to her and Kody. I don't understand this whole, like, she's the family moral compass. Like, she's only been around the last, 10 years. What'd y'all do before that? Who was the compass that?
They were lost. Kody Brown's undiagnosed, untreated ADHD was in charge.
I mean, it was.
It was. And that's why, I believe him. I'm not saying he's wrong. I definitely believe him. But you can't just walk around life now and be like, I'm untreated ADHD and, be a dick. Sorry for the verbiage, y'all.
I mean, his ADHD didn't even do anything that bad. If it was that bad, though, otherwise wouldn't have went along with it.
Yeah, he did just fine getting all these papers together, organizing all these properties and counting his damn money.
He was great at moving. I mean, that's the thing with him. Like, he likes to move. Like, they've been moving since the beginning. Like, they're always on the run.
Yes, I've heard that they do. I don't know what the term is called. I've heard that they do these types of mortgages where it starts off as a lower payment and I think it's called a balloon mortgage or something, but the payment gets higher, compounds or whatever. And so I think he does this because all his mortgages were starting to compound or balloon. I hope one of the 9 of you can maybe say something.
One of the 9. Yeah.
More intelligent than I can, but I heard that that's what was going on. Hi, Oilfield Princess. Janelle, just for the spiritual divorce. So does she get 50% of the new McMansion?
She should.
Robyn said they aren't divorced till the church divorced, basically. So the church says, and Kody thinks everything should be 50-50. I think the 50-50 pertained only to the 2 women who had legal marriages.
Yeah, well, Yeah, but he didn't want, 50, he didn't want them to get 50-50.
Right.
He wants the 50-50. That's who it pertains
Well,
to.
because
Kody gets half
technically,
of everybody's everything because he
right.
is the other half of that marriage. But technically, I mean, like, what?
Kody was on the title with Mary because they were married when they moved to Vegas. Kody was on the title of the Vegas house with Robyn because they were married when they left Vegas, but Kody was never on the title of Janelle's house. And I think he was on the title of Christine's house because remember she made a big deal about that, like being the first time that they owned a house together. But
Yeah.
she was able to obviously make that negotiation.
Well,
with Coyote.
didn't he also still not actually put himself on the home because she was like kind of mad about that too? I don't know. I have to look at her book because it's been a few months since I listened to it. But
yeah, so I guess no clear answer on that. I don't know.
Well, what's fair isn't what's Kody. So, I mean, technically, everybody should have got 25% minus Robyn. Like she wasn't there the whole time. Why would she get, and she's married to her
25% of Coyote Pass. I believe Robyn was entitled to 25% of Coyote.
With what money? Like,
I mean, they all purchased.
She was renting her home before because I like how Cody's like, well, Robyn sold her home in Lehigh or her home in wherever to come live with us.
No, that was Kody paid all the rent in that.
She was renting it. They said it in the first episodes.
She said, "What do I do with the bill? Do I just
leave it on the counter? Like
it disappears, it pays itself." I know I'm just joking, but with their thinking, it should be that way. But
it should be
only when it's convenient that they make up. Yes, they do make up these ridiculous rules completely.
That's the testimony right there. Is whenever things are convenient, a new rule is made, mainly by Kody and Robyn.
I doubt that Kody put in any significant amount of money into Coyote Pass to really make it that big of a barrier for Kody to pay back Mary for her gift, that he gave to Robyn. And yet he's lying. I think that that's just a straight up lie. Like, what did you buy? Some effing canisters of paint and like, I don't even know what else did he do on it? But he bought some rocks maybe.
What did the Kody and Robyn do? What did they do? They didn't. Yeah. What? I don't know what extra. I mean, they didn't even fill in that damn pond. It was just all guck water.
Right.
Like
so
from the rain.
Well, that's why I'm like, maybe he bought some rocks, to put in the pond.
Yeah. Well, I think if they just would have walked around the property, they could have found some rocks in the trees and stuff.
I don't know. I
don't know. They're just always making crap up, I think. Like, oh, well, we put extra money in, so we actually weren't entitled to give them anything.
Yeah, it's all lies. They fully invested, $500K right back into Coyote Pass, into the dirt lot, into the raw land.
Yeah. They're literally psychopaths.
He probably wants to charge all of them 25% for the damn blueprint that he came up with for his dream house. He probably paid a contractor a pretty effing penny to come up with this. I mean, that house
and the PowerPoint or whatever he was doing.
It had to have been 1,500 square or 15,000 square feet. I mean, it was 4 separate houses all together with a middle thing. Just like my Sims have it on Sims. It's a beautiful home. It's got to be expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They are
looked disheveled then. Yeah. Oh yes, very much liars. And he was so disheveled by that like the next time they went out to dinner, he's like, "I give up on plural marriage." Like you gave up on plural marriage before anyone did, Kody. Like anyone. So it's your fault. Your fault, not Christine's fault. You can be mad at yourself.
It's always his fault. It's always going to be his fault.
It's all going to be his fault anyway.
Yeah, so he does finally admit that, he does owe Mary money, even though he's not legally tied to having to pay her back and he doesn't need to bargain with her anymore. Robyn, the moral compass of the family, is going to make sure that Mary gets her money back and that they're talking now. They are not even talking through lawyers anymore. They're talking apparently back and forth in emails. And so hopefully that all gets wrapped up pretty soon for Mary, because according to Robyn, she's in a very precarious situation. He owes her, but he won't pay her. He won't pay her.
It's like
That's
he didn't
why
pay Janelle. Remember Janelle? Janelle just let me off the hook one day in January.
she did.
Like after I paid
She
her
totally
1
did.
month.
I bet you that they hooked up somewhere in the back seat. Sorry if your children are around.
Yeah,
I bet you that they did that, and then Janelle was like, "We're good. Everything's fine."
I mean, I just can't believe it didn't even get brought up.
Disagree with you. How
Like,
dare you?
Janelle brought it up in the damn season to Maddie. She's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna see the money. I put it on Robyn's home." And then
Yeah,
in that same counter scene, Kody's like,
I paid her.
well,
We're
I
free
paid
and
I
clear.
I paid her, and she said we're square. You never have
Yeah,
to worry about it again. We are cool."
that's what happens when you're in the back seat. That's
So
how
I
you
hope
say
I
it.
hope she at least got that. I hope she at least got something out of that.
I mean, she's always been really attracted to Kody.
She melted like a damn puddle when he was like, I said I never loved you, and that was a lie. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I
She was
knew it.
like
I knew
this.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it.
Oh man, I just I don't know. Part of me feels like their love story is not yet over.
If Robyn was died tomorrow, Janelle would be his first phone call. She really
He'd be
would.
ready.
You
Baby,
can't
I'm
go out into
coming
the
to North
regular dating
Carolina.
world without a TV show. So
It's true. Yeah. So Kody says that the whole Coyote Pass drama is what led him to go to Robyn, not to God, to Robyn. He's been telling
that
us.
is his God.
Yeah, but he's been telling us that he's been talking to God, but he finally confessed here that it took him to Robyn instead. And he said that this has all got to change and that I can't have this tension anymore in my relationships. So I must force these women to accept my apology. What do you
think he like went up to her while she was just like sitting in her office one day, like with her dolls, and he just like got down on my knees. And I can't handle this anymore. And just like literally had a meltdown. Because that's what I hope happened. I hope he pulled the full Jessica Simpson and he got down on my knees. I'm gonna forever.
possible? I know that we saw a scene of all of that where he approached her when she was cooking up in the kitchen, but that could have been the,
That
the
was the
scene.
remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the remake. The remix.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of over this Coyote Pass storyline now. It's been an episode and a half of this bull crap. So let's move forward to his little beef with Christine and David.
We loved it. I love the beef with Christine and David. I think that this is so strange because according to everyone, like watching the scene, the actual apology that happened, everyone was pleasant, everyone was kind,
Yeah.
everyone received everything well, except for Kody. He did not receive the Moab, invitation very well, but he did eventually say he wanted to honor it or some baloney. But everything went well, except now, as soon as they leave, nobody has anything good to say about it. And then to add an additional strange onion layer to the thing, Christine lets us know that she wants to tell everybody whenever they ask that it went wonderful. And Janelle comes and visits, and what does she say? It went wonderful.
Yeah.
Why are we all? What happened? Was it wonderful? Was it not? Did you want it to be wonderful and it sucked? I don't actually get it. I thought that this seemed so straightforward in the moment when it happened, and now, no.
And now. Yeah, I don't know why, like, all of a sudden everyone's also mad about the I loved you thing. To me, I kind of thought David was a little overkill in this episode of like, okay, like he's just apologizing for saying he didn't love her, sure. But the more you guys like read into it, the bigger it becomes because I don't think he really meant like, I'm still in love with you, Christine. Like, and Christine, it was so inappropriate. It was so, like, your husband was there, okay? It would have been inappropriate maybe if your husband wasn't there, but your husband was there. He knew he was going to be there. I mean, I don't really see the big deal in him apologizing for that because that was such a big deal to everybody the last few seasons.
Right.
I don't think it meant like I'm in love with you still. And even if he apologized, like I think he should have apologized for the whole attraction thing. And then she's like, could you imagine if he did that? Oh my gosh, how inappropriate to say that in front of David. In front of David.
I know.
Like David is a grown ass man. And honestly, David, like I don't understand him being all panties in a bunch. Like you got the lady. Like I don't like they're not going back to each other just because he apologizes for these things. And honestly, he didn't even apologize very well for these things. He just says, I apologize. I apologize for this.
I know.
I apologize for that.
It's like he learned one single word.
I need you to let it go. I apologize so you can let it go and move on with your life. Like she has it.
The whole time with the intention though of like forcing them to accept the apology. The one thing that David said in this scene or this part of it that I really did agree with was when David talked about, how none of this really was for Kody. It was all for himself. And David clocked this as well. And he said that, Kody was not going to accept anything other than take what I have to tell you. And Suki was echoing exactly what you were saying. And this part is so ridiculous too. It's like, David, you kind of missed the plot. I'm sorry. You don't really have all that much foundation to stand on when it comes to being so upset, especially about the I'm sorry for not loving you thing. And Suki's trying to put him back in line in the sister wife square box that we've been talking about this for the last 4 years, bro. So get on the line here. But he kind of missed the plot. He kind of missed the whole, this is what the problem has been for so long. And so to slip that in and just say, I'm sorry, I said that, it really shouldn't be all that offensive.
I would be more mad that the man didn't apologize for anything to do with his kids, especially Truly, since she's the one under their roof. I mean,
well, that's I'd what be more I started upset. When I started talking about this, that he did clock that. He said this was not for Kody. Kody was not willing to accept anything that Christine wanted to say, anything for the betterment of his family. He was not here to hear any of that. He was here on his own accord to mend these relationships. Next comment sucks. Hey, he wants to be in the conversation. Bro, you invited him to be, and that's his wife. Exactly. And Kody could be frank with you and add on to this good comment. I mean, it's just like you invited him to be here. Yeah. And he's kind. You are so effing lucky that this guy is basically on your side. He has been pushing Christine. When they had that Vegas meeting, he was basically pushing this woman in the door. Like, it's okay. Do it for your kids. Things are going to be fine. Can't be any worse than it is now. Right. Like, he's kind. And you just want to cut him out of all of this. You cannot.
He's just a silly little peasant that doesn't know anything because men know nothing.
Yeah,
until they've been through plural marriage. Not everybody has to be through plural marriage to know things, Kody.
I know.
It's just regular human decency that you're missing out on at this point. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird and condescending to be like, oh yeah, he wanted to be involved, so I let him say a few things, and I find him likable, but David don't know me, and like, sir, none of us know you, and we have very strong opinions because you've like opened your whole life to the world for the last decade and a half.
Yeah.
So I mean, get used to it, bro. I know you're not used to it because you'd be lurking in the comments, not our comments, but lurking in comments and getting all upset about people's views and stuff. I mean, he's not just neurodivergent. He's just a narcissistic child. Like,
that's the problem right there. It's a personality disorder, not the neurodivergency. Oilfield Princess says, I feel more things happened off camera for him to show he is upset with Kody. He usually is really calm and understanding, probably not loving Christian thing. Christian, maybe? Christine?
Christine.
Probably not the loving Christine thing.
I mean, I can see that. Okay, so when they started off with Christine and David, they did say, actions speak louder than words and nothing's happened. So I assume that that's probably what he's actually mad about is that, yeah, you can make all these apologies and you can, say all these things, but, you haven't done a damn thing since. Like, I'm with your youngest child all the time, and you have
Right.
yet to call her after, you know, making an almost room for her, whatever he said that, you know, it's like a room for Truly, you know, like it's like
It's
that.
just like a room.
It's just like that. It's the guest room, you know.
Yes, I know. So I mean, I don't know. I tend to agree with, it seems like the general consensus that I think Christine was a little easily offended here. I think David was a little easily offended here. I don't disagree with him though about the whole like bro code thing, I guess, but I think bro code is kind of
For
an immature way of looking at things when it comes to people who are divorced with children. I mean,
well, and isn't it also for people who are like actually friends?
facts, fair, true. I will say though, Kody said to Suki, I think in this scene right here, he said something, you know, one of these scenes really around here, he was like, well, if I want to tell Christine that I loved her or love her, and then he sort of shrugs like it is supposed to be
I can do
accepted.
that
And
because
I
I was
don't
her
think
first husband. I'm
I
still
don't think
married to her in the
that
celestial kingdom. I can say what I want.
he thinks that. That's
I
what
think
he's
that's what he
telling me.
thinks. He's crazy.
I know. He thinks he does have a little bit more power, property ownership over Christine than the rest of them. And I think David was getting maybe a little touchy about
He
that
might have
part.
figured that out. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, that's why
I
he's
think
talking about
that's the
ego a
part.
lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How
Fingering
long
on
was
it.
it from filming till they recorded the tell? I have absolutely no idea. That is a good
I
question.
honestly don't think it's very long just because, I mean, I'm going off of Cody's hair and like special forces and
Always.
stuff. And his hair is not cut here like it was after special forces. And also, I remember seeing some of the tell-all in, I don't know if it was the mid-season trailer or the beginning trailer, but like it's seems like this was filmed pretty shortly after. So I don't know. I wish
Yeah.
they would put a date on there or something so I can have a better idea.
I know. Or, you know, I know at the beginning of one of them, they said something like, you know, the cast hasn't talked to each other, seen each other in a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Claru, 8794.
Claire
And I'm
W, maybe. Claire.
I'm so bad
Wow.
at reading.
Claire W, thank you.
I'm so bad at reading these. Hi, Claire W. That's totally your name. I do love your little kitten picture there. I'm sure he opposed child support, tried to get 50% custody to prevent child support.
That's what the like room might have been about.
Yeah, 50 room.
They were saying that the apology took place in the middle of that whole custody thing, but you know, Cody's not getting 50%. He barely knows that girl. And she's old enough to speak for herself and be like, I want to live with my mom because she takes care of me.
Yeah.
And I don't know that man. He pretty much almost left me to die when I was like 3 years old so he could fold some clothes at Robyn's house. So,
but I agree with Claire. I feel like that's exactly. Sorry about that.
But I do think that was a motive for him, was to try to,
yes,
you know, because he's never paid child support a day in his life. Like now all of a sudden he's paying child support. And in his mind, he's taking on 3 kids that weren't his. Like that should negate that. Like
I know. Really. That's such a good point. Even though it doesn't. Such a good point.
It doesn't, but you know that's what he's thinking.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we get into the final scene here. One of the final scenes. Boy, this was like really quite a dense episode with a lot of information going on here. But yeah, I mean, David starts to get into his talking part, and he's been waiting for his talking part, and Christine stands by her man quietly, you know, just like she was requested to do. And he kind of goes on this tangent about why am I here, and all of this is really up against like bro code. And again, Suki's trying to put him back in line. He's trying to ask, this should have been a couples situation. I really disagree with him here. I get this all does beg the question of where is Robyn, but I also understand based on the last 20 seasons and their family dynamics and all of that why Robyn is not there, because they have always operated these things separately. And just because you walk in, David, and you have this idea of how things are supposed to go doesn't mean that that's how the Kody Brown family actually operated.
I mean, that's how they operated before, but now everybody's all married off and stuff. I would have loved to see Robyn there. Don't get me wrong. I do think you're right on like that's how that their relationship works, but we're not in plural marriage anymore, baby. So let's bring Robyn to the table.
I do. I agree with all of this. I do. I just don't think it's realistic for Kody Brown. What is that cactus centerpiece? Shall we examine?
I don't know. One of it looks like, I guess they are cactuses, huh?
This one's interesting, eh?
That one's quite interesting, eh? It's even got a little bit of a lean. But yeah, it is weird. It's cactuses, succulents, probably a Venus flytrap in there. That's basically, it's like a little, you know what it is? It's a model of the land, just bringing it right there, it's right front and center. So this way they can keep talking about
Where's the mountains?
They don't need those. It would have been too obvious. They're in Arizona. Actually, they're in Sedona, but I think.
They are. This is true.
There. They've been going there since Christine said she hated it there. So anyways, Kody thinks that David got these ideas because he works in construction.
Interesting.
I thought he was going to say, like, they talk vulgar enough there, so why does it matter what I say? But I didn't get his point.
That's what he was saying with this.
Okay, was that his point? Because he's really bad at making points.
Yeah, I think that's just my assumption, because obviously he wasn't really clear about it. But I think that's what he meant by saying they talk about things that are different that I don't quite, he said, understand or talk about. I think Kody tries to act like he's above that type of man. You know, he doesn't work with his hands.
Monogamous man.
Get dirty physically, so he doesn't get dirty mentally.
Yes, he does. He chops down a tree every now and then, and
yeah, but that's for fun, not for his derp.
Yeah, he just does that for fun, for TLC. Yeah. I can't believe he's still shaving his top lip, like, because has Robyn even been kissing you more? I doubt it.
Doubtful. Although, I mean, I did learn more about how angry Robyn wants us to believe that she was with Kody about this whole thing in this episode. So it helps me to understand, you know, how she was acting this season and last season, because she just seemed so repulsed by this man. So maybe now that Mary's money has been doled out for Coyote Pass, but he still has yet to pay her for Las Vegas. Although Robyn seems to feel differently about the Las Vegas house than she felt about Coyote Pass. So maybe she will kiss him again.
Maybe.
We'll never know. I hope I never know.
I hope I don't see it.
Mm-hmm. I did think this was hilarious when Suki asked, well, would it have even been safe for Robyn to be there? Because everyone wants to be so concerned about Robyn's safety.
They're not like flying in a plane or like, you know, on a four-wheeler or something. Like, why are they always thinking that being in the same room with other people isn't safe?
It's so unsafe. Well, and that's why David was like, what are we going to have, a food fight or something? We're all grown adults. We're going to sit across the table from each other. And
David. There's no problem. Like, the safety thing is such a weird cop-out in my head. But next comment says her performance this season was Razzie worthy. Isn't that like the awards where they're like, they give them to like the worst movies?
I think I know they're awards, but I don't know what type of awards. I mean, it's basically, yes, you should. Or maybe they'll beat you to it and let us know. But it's worthy of something, especially these tell-alls. She's really giving us a performance. She's looking Suki in the eyes. She's watching clips.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, and yes. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, Suki pushes back. You know, if you weren't there, it would have been even more awkward. I tend to agree with that. Everyone else on the couch tends to agree with that. I think you agree with that, Miss Anne. So I don't know, David. You're right, but you're wrong. You're wrong on this front.
Well, I think with a normal couple that he would probably be a little more right. If, you know, I do think Robyn should have been there now, you know, because partially Robyn owes these people an apology as well. I don't know if she understands that yet, but she owes them an apology too.
Not Robyn's apology tour. He made that clear in the beginning. He said if someone else wanted to do this, they're going to have to do their own. And he was referring to Robyn.
But that's not going to happen. So just take her on your apology tour, like a child that you're taking on a trip.
Die on the sword. He has to take the knife to the kidney, the final knife to the kidney for his princess queen Robyn.
I just would have been so much more gratified had Robyn sat there and heard Kody say, "When I said I didn't love you, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." And then Janelle specifically, I know it. Robyn, did you know it? Because I know it.
She knew it. Oh, she knew it. She knew it from day one. But I have been gratified in watching her little box on the bottom watching this. She actually smiled when Christine sort of accepted Kody's apology. So I'm really excited. I hope that they cut to Robyn's face when Janelle knows it, and melts into her hands and talks about all the good times, because I just want to see Robyn's face. Is she going to smile as much as she smiled to Christine? As much as
Cody like, maybe I'll get one of three back, like maybe I'll get my fake sister wife back. And she probably just only smiled for Christine, so she's like, oh good, these women aren't so mad that I stole their husband. Dodge that bullet.
Exactly.
Uprooted their whole lives. Yeah
Sorry,
I just get so petty about her. She's hard.
You could never be too petty about Robyn.
Just seeing what she's done to her children, them little mini Sobbins, is just sad.
Yeah, she really has.
I fight for them. I fight for them.
And you can't, I mean, there's no going back for those mini Sobbins. Like, those relationships are really quite damaged. I know a lot of the kids still want to have relationships with each other, but the relationships, you can't make up for all that lost time, especially during childhood and stuff. So yeah, it's really sad, that part. But yes, so David has kind of his final stand. He says, no, this was wrong. There's no logic to this. It's not happening. He asked Christine, what would you do if this was you? And she said, I'd be clawing Biatch's eyeballs
at home, crying all over. Sorry, I've just been finding like a song and everything. That's
okay.
Sorry, that was my ADHD, Kody Brown. That's what ADHD is really like. That's what unmedicated ADHD is like. Okay.
Those kids are permanently kids. They are permanently kids. They're stunted beyond damn belief. I'm gonna mute you. Sorry.
They really are. They're very
don't apologize. We all love you, Miss Ann.
They're so emotionally stunted and physically stunted.
I know. I do want to. If there is another damn season, it better be focused on these kids, because I'm done with these adults. Let me tell you. But this is the final sort of take here. Suki is really trying to bring David back into the plot and say Kody just really wanted to release everybody from everything that went down. He wanted to make sure that everyone could move on from his grip, from being his property. And David just could not handle that. When he looks at Christine, he's like, oh, so you're his property then, huh? As if Christine said it her damn self out of her own mouth. So that's where we leave it. I mean, even Christine looks a little bit
like, oh, I don't want to go home.
Yeah, uncomfortable here.
She's a little uncomfortable. She's like, listen, like, if I'm your property, babe, don't worry about it.
According to Kody, that's what he's really subliminally trying to say is, she belongs to me in the Celestial Kingdom. She does not belong to me.
You're just making it so easy. Anyways, I think that's what Christine should just get tatted on her ass at this point. And it's property of David.
Yes, David thinks I'm hot. David tells me I'm hot every day. He loves the way I look.
Good. I'm glad. Like, you deserve that. That's the thing. I think that is Kody just apologizing for that. I don't think it's a big deal. But I can see where.
I'm sorry, if your husband's favorite outfit of you isn't a pantsuit.
I need to see this pantsuit. Like, was it one of those secretary moments? Because then I might be able to see that. But
I mean,
like,
I
what
could see it being
what
hot.
moment? This was the 90s, Brooke. That was hot.
I could see it being hot. Like, oh, I love that outfit on you. You look gorgeous. But if that's your favorite that's your favorite thing to look at, is your wife completely covered from head to toe? Come on.
Well, when I think of burgundy pantsuit, I think of like Ron Burgundy, you know, like didn't he wear burgundy
What does
pantsuits
that have to do?
well, didn't he wear the burgundy pantsuits on the television during what was that movie?
Does she look like him?
No, but just the pantsuit. I don't know. I think of, you know, Will Ferrell in a pantsuit.
Will Ferrell.
That's who played Ron Burgundy.
Well, yes.
Anchorman.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
But I mean, it was the 90s. It was the 90s. A pantsuit, you know, could have been more than just a pantsuit then. So
possible. Either way, whatever Christine's in, David loves the way she looks, and Days agreed. If I didn't talk to you guys about this show, I would say that's the only way that I would watch it. But we all damn know that I'm going to be watching it and running over here to talk to you all about it, no matter what the F he does. He could sit there and talk to Robyn all day, and unfortunately, I think we'll be here talking about it together.
Honestly, I get more out of their conversations anymore than the confessionals. The confessionals are just starting to confuse me.
I know. I mean, I know that relationships are complex, and polygamous relationships have to be ridiculously complex, and obviously,
but confessionals don't have to be.
That part. That's that's that. So that is the end of that episode. We are, like I said, officially now halfway through these tell-alls, so we still have another 2 episodes of tell-alls to watch. Before you all leave today, I see there's 12 of you all watching, so don't forget to like the video while you're here before you leave. Leave us a comment. I also see that there's a ton of people watching that are not subscribed. They're all watching our videos that are not subscribed. What a horrible
loiterers.
Your chick friends. Do not be loitering. Just hit the subscribe button. So yeah, so for next
be one of us. And keep an eye out, because next we're gonna go live about the Amish show.
We are gonna we have double trouble today for you all. We have a double header here on the Chick Chat channel. So just keep your eyes peeled. In just a little while, we're gonna come back and cover Suddenly Amish, probably in 20 minutes or so, give or take. That is also on TLC. It's a really crazy show. So yeah, join us there if you have been watching, or come and listen along if you haven't watched yet. But we'll be there. But anyways, for the Amish, yes, not exactly the entire Amish community. To be more clear, I guess, for all of you, there is a new show on TLC. It's called Suddenly Amish. It is a shocking show, by the way.
It's actually really interesting if y'all haven't watched it or done it yet. I mean, it's much more interesting than this.
Totally. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So we're really excited actually to get into that. So we're going to be talking about that later today, just in probably 20 minutes or less, or I don't know, soon. So yeah, keep your eyes out. Another reason for you all to subscribe and make sure that you have that notification bell on and all of that. And yeah, come back. Even if you haven't watched it, maybe watch the first little bit and then save our video, so that once you want to join in and tap in with us on the Amish. And hey, user alien, I don't know if we said hi to you yet today, but yeah, the Amish. Yeah. We're going to be going straight from Sister Wives to the Amish on this channel.
I mean, it's not a big leap, but it is in some ways.
It is and it isn't. But before we go, I will give you guys a quick preview for next time on the 3rd edition of the one-on-one tell-alls, tell-nothings. Mary's going to discuss her feelings about Janelle being married to her brother in this upcoming episode. we're going
that's not a
to
30-year-old problem, but okay.
I know. I mean, we haven't talked a lot about it in depth, so I guess I'm curious to hear a little bit more of the details about how it affected the early
Yeah.
days.
Well, I like how Suki's like, no, now we have all this context about Mary and Janelle. And I'm like, we've always known about this about Mary and Janelle. They just haven't openly spoke about it, but that we've
Agreed.
known.
Right.
Why do you think we knew they didn't get along like the whole time?
Right. Yes.
Whatever.
So we're also going to review Mary's version of Kody's apology tour. They're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Everyone's going to respond and react. And they're going to talk about how Robyn is not trustworthy and this woman's going to attempt to defend herself. But we all know nobody defends Robyn like Kody. So we'll see what Kody has to say about all of it.
Yes.
And that's all. We shall see you. Can you go over your live schedule? Is it every Thursday at 3? Claire, we wish that we had a live schedule. We do
well,
not.
it's usually Fridays. It's usually Fridays at around
It's usually Friday.
1 to 3. So
we try to shoot for early afternoon. Yeah, early afternoon Fridays is when we plan in our lives for it, and then sometimes if we have things going on, we'll have to move it around our.
But we usually
schedule.
tell you if we're going to move it around. But
we try, but we only go live once a week. So if something happens in between, sometimes we're just disappeared until Sunday or something. Usually if you don't catch us on Friday, Sunday's probably the best time to catch us if we're not filming on Friday. So thank you for asking. That's really nice of you to ask. I think that's probably just another really good reason to make sure that you have that bell notification on so that it notifies you when we go live.
But it is usually Fridays around this time. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Around any time of the day. And if it's not, we typically tell you because we usually know in advance. Sometimes we don't, but and sometimes we do go live on Sunday to see Sunday after the show. I did see sometimes we do go on Sunday before the show, but
and it's usually that we're covering the episode prior. Right before the next episode is about to air. And usually it's just Sunday because that's kind of where we land at that point. I work a full-time job. Miss Anna's busy full-time as well. And so we
have a newborn baby.
And has a baby. Yes.
I have a newborn baby. So it's become an adjustment. But we still shoot for Fridays. It's easier for me to schedule that way, but it's
thanks so much for asking. We would love to get a good regular schedule, eventually.
Soon we'll lock it down. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, we're as locked down as we can be right now. It's Fridays early afternoon, but things happen, life happens.
We try.
So catch us on the rewatch if you miss us. Definitely make sure to still leave your comments. We do hop back into the comments too, and usually follow them throughout the week. So
thank you so much, Claire, and we are happy to oblige you. We try our best to try to keep the schedule, but try to catch us on Fridays. It's our usual day, and if anything changes, we will let you know.
We will. We should probably keep a better tabs on maybe the community tab too. Maybe we could let people know midweek when to expect us if something changes. So maybe we'll do that too. Claire W, not Claru.
I know. I was like, would she have a stroke?
No, I swear.
Not that. When I
watch other people and streamers and stuff, I mean, when they call out people's names, I'm always so impressed. I'm like, how can they read that? I don't know what it is, but when I read people's usernames, I do. I have a stroke.
They're professionals.
I am not.
We've been doing this for 2 years. We're still,
I am a novice.
Honestly, we're on our 3rd year doing this, and we're still.
Actually, we should set a new subscriber goal while we're here because we are dangerously close, y'all, to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. So obviously, that is our new subscriber goal. It's been a long time since we set a goal and made it public.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what the last one was. So
yeah.
I
think it was 950, but it might have been a while back. But we hit it.
We did hit it, and then we lost it, and now we're still dangerously close to 1,000. So help us reach that goal, please. Especially if you've been watching the last 10 minutes. I mean, this is just insane if you're not subscribed. You're still watching us right now.
You just like us.
Yeah, you just like us. Admit it.
You love it.
All right. Well, we should probably break so that we can come back and
talk
to you all about the Amish. So
I am so excited to talk about this.
I am too. I'm excited as well. I told Anne, I'm like, well, I'll probably just do a couple of photos and we'll see how it goes. But I just think this show is so funny. So I rewatched the whole thing. I did photos. We're gonna have a whole time. So come back, whether you've watched it or not. You can hop right in with us. It's gonna be a good one. So we'll see you all.
It's a blast. Yes. I'll be at 100% ADHD unmedicated.
Yeah, we are really running Anne on full 10 right now.
Full 10. I'm stuck with a newborn all day, so I'm here and unmedicated.
Yes.
Anyways, see you over there as with the Amish.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.